Peace and blessings, dear family. I hope all is well. All is in divine order. I wanted to talk about a topic that I think we as men really need to consider. What we're looking at now in society are what I would call lost brothers, lost men, young brothers who have yet to find their purpose in life. Now, purpose to me, if I were going to teach anything to brothers 25 and under. And if I would remind brothers 25 and over about anything, it would certainly be being a purpose driven man. Now, I don't want to be corny, but I want to use a biblical reference. As you know, I reference all kinds of knowledge because my knowledge expands in so many directions when I try to make a point. Peace, Lordy. Peace, Brother Haru. Peace. My mind expands in so many directions. And I know that I speak to a primary audience that is primarily, out of the Christian persuasion. Some of you have knowledge of yourself. You come from another persuasion, but it's all the same. I'm going to make all the same points, no matter what direction you come from. Now, I want to make a biblical reference because that's probably the most familiar. And I don't even know, because some of us may not, we just on social media, we not even reading like we used to. So there's a figure by the name of Saul. Saul was a king, as you and I have the potential to be king. Saul was given some instructions from the Most High to conquer an enemy. Now, let me explain this. A lot of people don't understand why there's so much killing in the street. And they don't understand the nature of a man. First of all, we are born warriors and protectors. And we're not as nurturing. That means somebody has to leave the house and conquer a world and bring that world back to their family, and they may have to protect, physically protect. But what is happening is our young G's, young brothers, they're warriors, they're protectors, but without guidance. So we end up warring in the wrong direction without bringing back the product of what a good warrior is supposed to bring back, which is to capture the food, clothing, success for the fam, to take care of oneself and others. What we are doing now is, without guidance, we're going out there, we're warriors, but we're warriors without a purpose. Let me just say that biologically, testosterone makes us a little bit more irritable, a little less patient with bullshit, and more apt to fight for what we want. Nothing wrong with that. However, in between the fight for what we want should be rational reason whether or not it's worth me fighting for what I want. Especially what I'm fighting for is not bringing any sustainable gain into my life. So we got to become warriors with a purpose. And if you don't have purpose, you'll be fighting for no reason and even risking your life without bringing back the substance that you're supposed to be bringing back for the fam, for the community, for the nation. Let me move on a little bit. So this biblical figure, which is probably not just a biblical figure, it's a figure from ancient books, because that's where the Bible comes from, and all these books. You can find them on the walls of Egypt. You can find them sometimes on the walls of places like It said it even in the Bible, ain't nothing new under the sun. Wisdom comes from antiquity and it gets passed on in this modern day and time. It just gets passed on in different forms, but the wisdom from those books don't change. That's why we study the books in this modern day and time. So what Saul refused was supposed to be a result. But what we forget sometimes is we get sidetracked. And let me say this, a man that is on his purpose, a man is on his purpose and stays on his purpose is going to get a lot of rewards as a byproduct. And sometimes what we do is we get caught up with the byproduct, thinking the byproduct is the real product. Let me make an example. Brother, if you're on your mission, women are going to come. I'm going to say that again. Some of y'all make your whole life about getting the women, getting sex. And the more you focus on getting women and getting sex, you are womenless and sexless. Your whole life is, hopping from this woman to that woman. But when you become king in your intellect, king in your spirituality, and king in your mentality, women are a byproduct. You're going to have so many women you got to vet to make sure you don't have the wrong one, because the wrong one will destroy everything you're trying to build and your purpose. So some of us stop at the byproduct instead of the real product. When you go out to buy something, and that's why I tell people, if you want to be a successful person, you don't spend money aimlessly. The little end caps at Walmart and the little end caps at Stop and Shop, those are for people that don't know what they want when they go in the store. When you go in the store and you have $100, you buy exactly what you came there for. But some people get sidetracked. Instead of getting the real product, they get a byproduct. Let me pick up some M&Ms. You know what I mean? Let me pick up some Skittles. Oh, I forgot I came here for soap. Oh, I forgot I came here, for some chicken, or, I came here for some tofu, whatever you buy. You forgot the real product and you pick up the byproduct. So a man that knows his purpose, he don't sell out. Because a lot of people will give you the byproduct so you forget about the real product. You might want a business as the real product. And here somebody says, you don't have to have your own business. You can be a consultant for me, and I'll pay you XYZ. They sidetrack you. So instead of you taking the real thing, the butter, you taking the margarine. Or instead of you taking, the kale and the spinach, you taking the French fries and the lard. You trading the fake thing for the real thing. You get caught up because you think you got 3 or 4 women that you can spin. And I'm not, I'm not hating on young brothers. I always tell them, listen, rather than you committing to the wrong person, go ahead now and talk to several people. And out of those several women, you vet them. You see that they're part of your process or real product if they fit in. If they don't fit in for a purpose, then you can make a mistake, and then you are settling for a byproduct and you fall off by the wayside before you can ever attain your real purpose and mission. So a purpose-driven man as a is the education and upliftment of my black and brown children. I cannot forget that. It is the mental health and the well-being of my community. And that's why I chose to be a coach, mental health clinician. So when somebody pays me a $200 or $300 or $500 for a speaking engagement, my purpose is not to speaking engagement. It is to alert the public of a greater message. And sometimes I will give something free of my fuller mission and purpose in life. If I'm going to have anybody in my life, it's somebody that understands that I have purpose and mission. And when I have purpose and mission, I cannot take something less. Let's get a little deeper. I don't mind going to a party every now and then. I don't even mind socializing. But me every night socializing and going to a party and I cannot get up the next day for my mission and my purpose and my aim, then that's an issue. I would rather go to bed a little early, get up, work out, exercise, because I know I got to take care of me if I'm going to invite people to a higher lifestyle. I got to reflect what I'm teaching. I can't talk eating well, making your body the best temple that it can be. I can't talk about being the highest self and I look like shit. I have to reflect in my mental and physical well-being exactly what I teach. As a matter of fact, I am my message. A lot of brothers forget. You let yourself get run down. You think it's being selfish to take care of yourself. But I'm going to say this. A lot of us can't stay on mission and purpose because we're out of shape. We're not in our best mindset. We're not mentally well. We are getting in our feelings and our emotions and letting everybody take us off the course instead of understanding that some people are there as obstacles. They're there to build your muscles, that when you overcome those trolls and those obstacles, you get stronger and stronger to when nobody can throw you off your mission and your purpose. That's how it goes. Now I'm going to close on this note. Social media can either enhance your mission and your purpose or destroy it. When I look on somebody's page, I can't see conflicting evidence about what they're about. I don't post just to be posted. I IG just to be, even the stuff I like. I may like you and not like your post. I may like you and not like what you're saying. Because me liking and loving a post means that I'm for whatever that is. Purpose are what he writes on social media, what he speaks about, and what his priorities are. Now, sometimes people will judge you saying, oh man, he should be about this. No, that's good that you're about that. But I have a purpose. I'm a purpose-driven person. And it's my purpose that gets me up in the morning. The reason why I don't have depression that much anymore is because I am operating on a higher mission, a higher purpose. Some of us brothers are down and depressed because we've got six-figure incomes on jobs, and you're down because you know the job is a lie. You know the job it's interfering. It's a contradiction. I would rather jump off the contradiction and have my joy and my life and my fulfillment and my strength me, I know what I'm terrible, unstoppable feeling on the inside because there's no contradiction of what you think and what you do and who you are. Your purpose is what guides your lips. So when you speak and it comes easy. And when you do something, it comes natural because it's not a contradiction with who and what you are. And what makes a man is his word. His yea is his yea, his nay is his nay. And he ain't saying one thing and doing another. And damn it, if he make a mistake, he ain't gonna cry and moan, yeah, damn it, I made a mistake. So what? Yeah, I made a mistake. Ain't that what we supposed to do in life? I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I never made mistakes. But I ain't gonna sit up here and allow you to beat me up because of my mistakes, because without mistakes, I can't be shaped and molded into my purpose. And sometimes you gotta fall off a horse to know which horse you gotta get back on. Some of us every now and then gotta get thrown. And the throne looks like loss of job, loss of relationship, sometimes loss of money and property. But you can't cry and moan out of losses because your losses are just lessons learned. And what you got ahead of you on your mission and purpose, you'll gain it back and then some. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the attitude, the mindset, the mentality, the being of a purpose-driven man. Ain't nothing weak about purpose-driven men. We make decisions and we stand by them. And that's it. We don't milly mouth. We don't weak talk. We don't talk too much. When we got to say something, it means something. We spend more time doing than we spend talking. Y'all understand me? And weakness never wins. Peace, my brothers. Remember, get purpose. Remember, without purpose, there is no life. Every brother must become a purpose-driven man. Know who you are. Because if you don't have purpose, then somebody will make you a part of their purpose. And sometimes when people make you a part of their purpose, then they'll just make a pawn and a toy out of you and a boy out of you instead of a man. Peace and blessings, dear family. Make sure you chew on this one. Make sure you reflect on this one. Make sure you love, like, and share this one.